E-Dub's T-Dub. Welcome to E-Dub's T-Dub. I recently picked up this 2008 Yamaha TW200. I picked it up with about 3,500 miles on it, and I'm currently at 3,572. So I've taken it for a couple test runs around town. It gets about 100 miles per tank. According to other videos and stuff that I've seen, I haven't really tested it. I do have to refill here soon. My particular bike does not have the Kickstarter. I'm thinking about getting a Kickstarter kit, but apparently Yamaha doesn't make them anymore. And you have to buy them in the parts, like each part individually, for $400. So I don't know if that's really an addition that I need, at this time at least. Yeah, one thing about this, about my bike, is the position of the Kickstarter. I have trouble shifting sometimes, especially with my motocross boots on. So I'm considering lowering that a little bit. So maybe I can improve that. So everything is stock on this bike. The stock handlebars. Although I do think that I'm going to need some hand grips. Or some hand guards. It has the stock skid plate, and it's recommended to upgrade that first thing, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be riding in places that need that right now. Eventually I probably will. The foot pegs are also stock. It's recommended to get wider ones for better comfort, but in my driving around, I haven't really noticed too much discomfort, but that's a possibility to upgrade. Also, it has the stock front and rear sprockets, the 14 front and the 50 tooth rear. I ordered a 15 tooth front instead of the 47-inch rear. I guess to me it just seems a little easier to do the front than to take the whole back wheel off. For aftermarket, I have these racks that came on it, and I'm interested in the racks, and they excite me because I want to do some moto camping and put my gear on here. If you notice, the stock back carrier only has a 7-pound limit, so that's not a whole lot of gear. It also has this front rack, which is very interesting, but I'm not sure if I can legally put anything up there and block the headlight and the tail light or in the turn signals. And I don't even know what I would put up there, but the option is there. It also has this aftermarket windshield. I don't like the look of it, and it doesn't really seem to have that much of a purpose. So I'm going to take that off. The seat height is 31.1 inches, but I think that that is here at the lowest point, because if you notice, the back end sticks up quite a bit. So when I was a kid, I had an XR250, which is still considered a small bike to some people. That was a 36-inch seat height, and that was way too tall for me when I was out on the trails and stuff. It made it a lot more difficult to ride with that tall of a bike. This bike weighs between 260 and 280 pounds stock, whether it's dry weight or full of gas and oil. One thing that I like about this bike is that it fits in the bed of my truck with the tailgate still up. I started watching videos on the TW200 and instantly knew that I wanted one, even though I've never seen one in person. Growing up, I rode dirt bikes that were smaller, like the XR100. So I started comparing the two online. The seat height of the XR100 is 30.5 inches and the TW is 31.1 inches. The length of the XR100 is 75 inches versus 82 inches of the TW. The front wheel of the XR100 is 19 inches and the front wheel of the TW is 18 inches. The rear wheel is 16 inches of the XR100 and the TW has a 14-inch rear wheel. The weight of the XR100 is 170 pounds where the TW is 270. So I figured that was battery and all this other stuff. I thought these bikes were generally the same size. So when I started shopping around on Marketplace, I noticed that it was quite a bit bigger than what I thought. In my mind, these bikes were about the same size. That is a 1988 XR100. Now notice the difference in seat height. On paper, the XR is 30.5, the TW is 31.1. That's only a half-inch difference, but in reality, it's quite a bit higher. The diameters of the wheels are probably talking about rim size, not tire size. And the back rack definitely makes the TW look bigger than it actually is. But as you can see, compared to what I was used to and what I had in my mind's eye, are two different things. In all the videos I watched, I never really got a true idea of the size of the TW200. So after comparing it to my XR100, I decided to show side by side with my Vulcan 750. So you can see that the back tires are actually very similar. The seat height is taller. I think the Vulcan has a 27-inch, but Japanese cruisers have low seat heights. That's one reason why I like it. I'm not a very big guy, but you can see how big the TW is compared to in relation to other bikes, because a lot of the pictures you see in the videos, they're by themselves. I appreciate everyone for watching my video. This was my first video, and I'm hoping to start getting some moto camping and trail riding vids on my channel. So once again, thank you for stopping by and viewing. Till next time.